So today, guys, real quick, I'm gonna talk about the grading stuff. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. Hopefully, all the I's are gonna change to M's. So what that does to your grade, I's does not calculate in the grade book. M counts as a zero. So if your grade changes dramatically, that is why. So keep that in mind. Next week, over the weekend, when I have more time to do stuff, I will come up with a way if you miss some assignments to get partial credit. You've kissed goodbye to an A or B, but you can still get your grade that's credible with that. So on that assignment, excuse me. So if my audio sounds different, I'm trying my recorder. And I'm going to layer it in. Yeah. So advocate for yourself. Email me with questions. Form study groups. Please do that. I make a daily to-do list. My daily to-do list, I have a school one and I have a home one. I have home responsibilities, clean up the house, make dinner, watch my son, right? Granted, but and then a school one. And then I make a daily one. Then what I do is I go back. I'm like, crap, if I haven't done what's on my to-do list in like 2 or 3 days, that is my first priority the next day. Like there's one I have to do today school-wise. Like I got to get that done today. So that's what I do personally. And like I said, guys, during these times, if you have days that are more productive or less productive, just is what it is. Just move on and do the best you can. Attempt, participate, and just try. So I'm going to answer some of your questions now. If you understand what I'm asking for with off-the-grid science, you can stop listening now. So if you're still here, you still have some clarifications. So I don't ever remember seeing what exactly off the grid is. Off the grid. So I try to plug my phone into the outlet and it is out. And let's just say the grid's gone forever, just theoretically, right? The grid's gone, something happens, there's an EMP, something happens to the planet where the whole grid goes down. We will never have electricity again. You can't Google anything ever again. What skills do you know? What would you want to know before that happened? That is why my first task was to do this goal of what you wanted to learn. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. So off the grid means there's no electricity. Let's just do for a hypothetical that the electricity is never going to come back ever. And you're going to have to survive, rebuild civilization with skills that you know. That's why the first task was to download Wikipedia. You do not have to do that because you don't have the proper equipment. But that's what I'm building these tasks because I'm going to do this class. I think I'm going to do this again and again and really streamline this process. And you're going to help me. You're going to help me with this. So you don't have to build anything, but if you can, that would be awesome. So I'm reading the second one. I'm starting an idea. You can just research stuff. This can be thought of experiment. You're a gatherer. You're going to help me gather resources, whatever you're interested in. Because what I want you to do, if you're interested in it, you're going to spend more time and find better resources. Whereas if you're not interested in it, you're just going to spend 5 minutes and turn something in. Maybe just turn something anyway. I don't know. So we're going to learn about electricity. We're going to learn about a generator. We're going to learn about a DC motor and how that works. So that's what we're kind of looking for. So the ones that are in green here, those are ones that are on the getting closer, right? So how we create and actually use a battery or something, right? So you could even be more specific on this one right here. That's D1. How does solar panels work? That's the question. And you could go as much down as you want, or wind. So you could pick one of those. This is cool. You could change this one to, this is D4. How the human eye, the question you could say is, how the heck it blows my mind, how does TV radio waves travel through the air, go to an antenna, and then you watch television? All that stuff's traveling via electromagnetic waves. How can we replace to find electricity without harming the environment? Well, that's good. Well, there's a lot of talk about that, solar, wind. Some people would argue nuclear would be, the waste is bad, but the amount put out for the amount of waste given is, there's debate about that still. So those are the ideas with this. So I want to learn how technology and humans will interact with each other in the future. That could be that's kind of like a sociology, psychology experiment. You could do an economic study of what you think COVID-19 is going to do to the economy. You could look at some data with that. So guys, I'm telling you right now, I want you to pick what you want to learn about. Whatever you're interested in. The premise though is electricity's gone. It's never coming back. You're never going to have access to electricity ever again in your entire life. Just think of it that way. And you have to rebuild society. What do you want to help contribute? And you can't say, I want to explain how, I want to show how I chop up my record. And this, well, there's no electricity because the computer program's gone or the grid's not there. So what would you do to survive or to rebuild? That's why task 1 was download Wikipedia. But you guys do not have to do that, to reiterate. I hope this helps. I hope there's less confusion. I'm sorry if there was confusion. The assignment on Friday, it's going to be on Google Classroom. It's just going to be filling out a Google Doc and just taking that paragraph, writing it, and then you're going to do some self-reflection. I hope this helps. Take care. Stay safe. Email me with questions. And yeah.